Assistive Technology in High School and Beyond, Written Expression and Authoring Tools, presented by Linda Beliveau. Under the Americans with Disabilities Act, every state is required to have an Assistive Technology Center. AT in New Hampshire is the center for New Hampshire and provides demonstrations and offers loans. AT in New Hampshire is a library of assistive technology. Anyone can become a member of the library and check out assistive technology, borrow it for 45 days. And the other thing that AT in New Hampshire provides is trainings. What is written expression? Written expression refers to a complex, cognitive, self-directed process. Higher order cognitive thinking, including planning, drafting, reviewing, and revising. The drafting process includes encoding skills, handwriting and letter identification, and text generation at 3 different language levels: word, sentence, and text. Assistive technology for composing written material. This presentation will focus mostly on using a word processor as an assistive technology for written expression. There are so many options, so many amazing options when a learner has access to a word processor for writing. Assistive technology for composing written material. Assistive technology can be used to speed things up as an acceleration tool. The web page Capitalize My Title offers some charts that include real-world expectations, that if you type or write these many words per minute, this is how long the whole process will take. The transition to high school and beyond will require more tasks of written expression, and college students typically need to be able to write at 60 to 70 words per minute in order to efficiently write essays. It can be helpful to get a baseline of a learner's writing speed without assistive technology and with assistive technology. Word processors are ubiquitous. Practically everybody has one in their pocket these days, and they come in a variety of sizes, a variety of operating systems, and consideration for assistive technology for writing should be considered. What is the right tool for the task? What is the right tool for the environment? That is very important. Paragraph writing on a phone can be awesome for some of us and very frustrating for others. Is portability a need? A smaller size? Is a fixed workstation more desirable, more efficient? What is the preferred access method? Touchscreen, keyboard, or physical keyboard, or physical mouse? These are all of the things to be considered when thinking about assistive technology as a tool to support written expression. Word processors require word processing software. Shown on this slide are some of the 4 most selected word processing software. They are differentiated by price. The Google Drive, the Google Docs suite is free. Microsoft Word is part of the Office 365 suite and is not free. Pages is available for the iOS, the iPad operating system, or for Apple desktops or Apple laptops, and OpenOffice is a free word processing software that is available for desktops. Word processing software is also available with specialized features, such as SimWriter 2, which is word processing software that is used when the profile benefits from symbol-supported writing in a way to interact with the writing process and to strive to be more independent. Assistive technology for written expression should also include multiple authoring tools. The Book Creator app is a word processing software that provides multiple authoring tools. It provides speech balloons. If a learner needs to segment and chunk their thoughts, they can include a photograph from the iPad camera and also add some speech balloons. or they can use the drawing tools to illustrate and to diagram as a pre-writing assistive technology. Assistive technology to support the pre-writing process and picture supports to generate ideas as part of the pre-writing process. Inspiration Maps offers pre-made templates, pre-made graphic organizers, as well as hundreds of visuals in any different categories on different places, such as Greece and Rome. So it makes it very efficient for the user who requires or benefits from picture supports to embed a picture into their pre-writing process. Assistive technology, such as picture supports to generate ideas, may already be a part of the word processing software that a learner is using. They may simply require training of how to navigate to implement that tool. Google Docs offers the Photos tool in Insert Image, and that is an assistive technology where a learner can embed a photograph into their Google Doc writing as a way to generate ideas either as a pre-writing or as a beginning, middle, and end process. Here is an example of Google Docs Insert Image to support a learner who requires or benefits from picture supports to generate ideas. The process would be insert photo, and a box pops up, and they would type in the category of pictures that they're searching for, and they would tap on the picture, and that picture would be inserted into their writing as a picture support to generate ideas. Assistive technology to offer picture supports to generate ideas when the preferred word processing software is not Google Drive and Google Docs. There are a lot of websites that offer royalty-free images, such as the Noun Project. The Noun Project offers over 5 million icons and photos for everything. There's a simplified interface with that search box so the learner can search for specific words, and they can work to add complexity to their writing by adding a photograph that would demonstrate an adjective or a photograph that would demonstrate an adverb, and their picture supported writing can be used to help them to progress to writing more compound, complex sentences. For learners who could benefit from picture supports to generate ideas, but they are too distracted by picture searches, Tar Heel Reader offers a library of pre-made books that include pictures on every page that can be downloaded as a PowerPoint. So the learner can be offered picture supports to generate ideas without having to conduct a picture search on their own. Assistive technology to support the writing process can be offering the learner paper word banks or paper word lists to help support spelling and also to encourage the use of grade level vocabulary or to help to generate ideas and thoughts around a specific topic. Word lists can be collected or printed out from Enchanted Learning. Enchanted Learning offers word lists in a variety of different learning categories, and the learner can be provided with a paper copy of the word list to support the writing process. Digital word banks is another assistive technology that can support the learner to generate ideas. Here is an example of a specialized word processing software that provides word banks. It is Clicker Writer. It can offer the learner symbol-supported word banks or word banks just presented in a text format. It can be structured to help support multi-sentence paragraph writing, as well as to offer the learner some prompts or some cues with knowing what words, what ideas to include in their writing. Specialized word processing software such as Clicker Writer can offer the learner word bank supported writing, and it can also present the words in guided order in a left to right to create an assistive technology, whereas the learner experiences errorless writing. Specialized word processing software such as Clicker Writer can offer the learner dynamic word banks, so they have access to a large quantity of word bank supported writing. Sentence starters or story starters as assistive technology to support written expression. The specialized word processor, Clicker Writer, can offer the learner word bank supported writing that is set up as sentence supported word banks or story starter supported word banks. Low-tech sentence starters or story starters should also be considered as assistive technology to support the learner with initiating the writing process. These are cards or collections of cards that are widely available and offer the learner with some choice, a collection of cards to choose the story that they would like to write about. Assistive technology to offer a writer word choice when they're writing. Assistive technology to offer a writer word choice when they're writing. Consideration should be given to learners who have a difficult time with decoding the words that they are writing, and assistive technology by way of a talking dictionary. Read and Write for iPad is a keyboard, and embedded in that keyboard is a talking dictionary that will provide auditory feedback on the word as well as auditory feedback on the definition. Read and Write for iPad also includes word prediction as a tool to support writing. Assistive technology provided to the learner by way of writing guards when they demonstrate difficulty knowing how much to write, when they demonstrate difficulty organizing their writing, or they demonstrate difficulty writing for different purposes. Providing the learner with assistive technology by way of visual diagrams and outlines can help to guide them with what to write, how much to write, and knowing when they have written enough. Inspiration Maps has built-in templates to support subject matter writing across the curriculum. When the expectation is to write for a specific purpose and that writing is a spin-off of an article that they are required to read, the assistive technology that can support the pre-writing process is to collect their highlights as they're reading and turn that collection of highlights into a pre-writing guide. This is Read and Write for Google. Read and Write for Google offers different highlighting markers, digital markers. For example, if the learner is expected to write a persuasive essay, they can select yellow, and as they're reading, they're selecting all of the sentences or phrases or words in yellow. And once they've read the entirety of the passage, they can turn this highlighting into a pre-writing guide, a pre-writing outline. Word prediction is an assistive technology tool that suggests the words while you're typing. Writing weakness can benefit from this technology. Word prediction supports a variety of different learning differences: limited mobility, dyspraxia, dyslexia, aphasia, trauma, autism, ADHD. Word prediction software, they're all the same but different. They offer different features. WordQ is unique in that it offers the word in the word prediction box to be included in a sentence, and that can help a learner with words that sound alike. If they read the word in a sentence, then they can differentiate what's the proper homophone to use in their writing. Pictured in this slide is a word prediction features comparison chart of 2014, and it is used just as to create some knowledge that there is a variety of different word prediction software available, and each of them will provide a different feature. So feature matching to the learner's profile is important. What is a unique feature of the Co-Writer Universal Word Prediction software app is that it offers over 5 million topic dictionaries, and the topic dictionaries will help to bring the words that a learner would choose or want to use in their writing if they're writing about Abraham Lincoln to the forefront of what is predicted. For example, if the two letters A and B are typed and the topic dictionary Abraham Lincoln is turned on, with a simple 2 letters, the writer will be able to select Abraham from word prediction. It will be a high frequent word in the word prediction, reducing the need for spelling and reducing the need to have to physically type out all of the letters in the name Abraham. In giving consideration to the features that are a part of the word prediction software to be used as assistive technology to support the learner, consider should be also given to what word processing software the learner is already familiar with or already using. This is Read and Write for Google Chrome. This is part of a Google Doc and a Chrome extension. If the learner has familiarity with this word processing software and with the tools that are a part of Read and Write, then it's always best to stick to the software that they're familiar with rather than adding another assistive technology to their toolbox. Assistive technology to support authoring tool choice should be a consideration as part of the process. There may be a variety or combination of tools that a learner may want to use. They may select voice recording and typing one day or for one assignment, and then they may want to select a totally different authoring tool for another type of assignment. Part of the process of considering assistive technology is to use the SET model. So what is the profile of the learner, the student? What environment are they required to use the assistive technology in? What's the technology and what's the tool? And there are often times when the writing process might involve a variety of environments and a variety of different tools. Assistive technology that supports a learner and their authoring tool choice can be considered with using specialized word processing software such as Pictello or Book Creator. Two such examples of specialized word processing software that include being able to type or to draw or to illustrate or to add symbols or to add photographs, to add voice bubbles to create a graphic type of writing assignment, a graphic novel or a graphic essay or a graphic paragraph, and the ability to also to review, to play back, to edit. So when thinking about assistive technology, it's important to give consideration to what software or what tools are available that can provide the learner with authoring tool choice. Consideration to collaborating as an authoring tool choice should be given consideration as an assistive technology to support the writing process. Um, the Google Suite, the Microsoft Suite, any of the digital word processors, the cloud-based word processing software allows the sharing of a document or the sharing of a pre-writing outline. And this slide is demonstrating Jamboard. Jamboard is part of the Google Suite, and it can offer multiple authoring tools beyond collaborating. It can offer visual supports. It can offer active engagement with moving sticky notes around on the graphic organizer, all with being part of a collaboration so that there's feedback from others, there's cooperation from others, all to expand on the writing process. Authoring tool choice, animating as pre-writing as an assistive technology to support creative expression as a pre-writing activity. Toontastic can offer tools that can help to animate some new concepts, to animate some beginning, middle, and end of a story without having to place any demands of written expression, so that a learner has the choice of using animating as a pre-writing assistive technology. Assistive technology in the IEP. The use of AT is not always a goal unto itself. AT can be included in an IEP goal as supplementary aids and/or services. It's asked in the IEP, are supplementary aids and services needed? Yes or no? What's the frequency? What's the duration and the location of supplementary aids and services? The definition of an assistive technology device and the definition of what is an assistive technology service can be found on the WADI website, wadi.org, in the tab or on the tab Assessing Student Needs for Assistive Technology. An example of an IEP goal that includes the descriptor of the assistive technology but does not include any specific software or any specific device. Using a word processor with pre-programmed word banks in a picture-based word processor, S will complete 3 paragraphs of writing over 10 consecutive assignments by specific date. In this sample, the word talking can be added or it can be omitted based on the requirements of the learner. Using a talking word processor, S will write simple and compound sentences with blank percent accuracy, blank out of blank times. It's important to remember that an IEP goal should include specific details of the description of the assistive technology without including any specific device or any specific software. Using a talking word processor with topic word banks, S will write a summary of selected reading containing the main idea and supporting details with blank percent accuracy, blank out of blank times. And in this sample, it's important to differentiate if the learner would require a talking dictionary or does not require a talking dictionary, such as in this example. Using an electronic dictionary thesaurus and word processor, S will edit his writing for word choice and score a blank or above on the writing rubric, 9 blank out of blank times. And in this sample, it's important to differentiate. This is an example of a learner whose computer access method is switch access, using a word processor with pre-programmed word bank grids. S will scan through the words and select words with switch to compose 5 sentences containing a minimum of 3 words each during daily writing. Please email any questions or comments that you may have to linda.beliveau@unh.edu, or please give me a call at the number below. Thank you.